Hi, we're going to make a very quick video about repairing your BOSE noise canceling headphones. So these are my husband's headphones where the left speaker stopped working, and there are a lot of YouTube videos which were very helpful to me, but if I can do it, then anybody can do it. So I wanted to share with you really quickly what to do. So I took off the ear pad, you can hold that, the ear padding, and you can take that off. You know, I obviously had this already done, but you just kind of lifts off. Gently take off the fabric cover. And then in here, once you're in here, you're gonna need a set of those teensy-weensy screwdrivers. And there's two screws. They're almost invisible because they're black. You're gonna unscrew those two screws, which will then release the outside cover. So I put the two little black screws in here once I popped off this black cover, and you can see the little guide holes on the inside. Then you're gonna take a hair dryer and heat up this seat, but there's also two screws on either side of this. They're little teensy metal screws. They're very, very small. That's standing on its head, there you go. So you're gonna remove those two, take your hair dryer, heat this up on low heat, like low blowing like this, but high heat, to kind of loosen in the glue that's on the protective plastic cover. But you'll notice there's a cord there. You don't wanna break that. You're gonna take another screwdriver once you spend, it's gonna take about 3 minutes to kind of start loosening this glue up. Then you're going to pry this off, and you want to do it carefully because underneath here, I don't know if you can see because I've already repaired it, you have some wires in there. This comes off a little more. I just don't want to get in there. You're going to take your soldering iron on the originals. Here's what the soldering iron looks like. Get that at Harbor Freight. This was the old one. So the red one was attached to this left side, and the kind of copper colored one was attached to the right side on the original one. I ordered a set off of eBay for like $4 or $5, and they sent me a pair. But you'll notice that this pair, the red, the hot side, is over on the right side as opposed to the original one where it was the left side. So you want to take the red wire and wire it to the red area with your soldering iron. There's already solder on there, so you take that tip of your solder and get it in there, and then you might need another person to help you get those teensy wires soldered into place. And then once they're soldered into place, you're going to position that speaker a little better in there so that when you put this cover back on, you're going to want to set this with some craft glue from a glue gun. Don't go crazy, just a couple dabs. And then seat this back on correctly, and then replace those two screws. And then you're going to do everything in reverse order. And we tested this before I started reassembling this here, and it does indeed work. So a $5 fix and some courage and time. If I can do it, so can you. Good luck.